What's up, y'all? You now tuned in to the Just the Tip podcast. It's me, Tiptastic. Oh yeah, y'all see me two times this week. Two times this week. And as you can see, I ain't by myself. I got the great, I got the legendary, I got Mr. Paul, aka Scooty Dun in the bit. Scooter Dunn, I'm sorry. Scooter Dunn. Let me put this right here for you, Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Paul, I got a segment called 7 Minutes to Get Your Shit Off. That's how we start every show.
7 minutes to get my shit.
7 minutes to get your shit off. So what that entails, you can give praise.
Yes,
You can talk about what's going on in the world that you don't agree with. It's just 7 minutes to get your shit off.
Get my shit off. Okay. First, I want to say all praises to the universe, to the creator, to the divine one that has made all of this possible. I'm grateful and thankful for this day. I'm grateful and thankful for this opportunity. I'm grateful and thankful for this platform. The world is in dire need of love. And I'll sum it up with that. I mean, it's not too much you can add to it or you can take away from it. It is what it is. And so that's what I represent. That's what I come here divinely to allow myself to be a channel of love. So love vibrations is in there.
Shout out to Mr. Paul. I'm about to say, you still got some more time.
Oh, I still got some more.
You still got some more time. So, man, tell the people.
Shout out to my people.
There we go.
Ears on Music, 360 Film Group, Elmer Vision. Man, I've been working, doing a lot of movie projects. And Houston is on the rise for up-and-coming talent and up-and-coming movies. We got a lot of locations that we've been able to showcase here in Houston. And so definitely y'all keep your eyes open for Houston's movie theater background. We hear a lot about the music, but we don't really hear a lot about the acting and the movies that's being filmed here. And so I'm grateful and thankful to be a part of the forefront of that. I actually got a film coming out in April on Tubi called West Diego that was shot with 360 Film Group. That's my starring role in that particular movie. And so, man, I'm having a lot of fun. People get to see another side of me. When it come out, man, y'all go check it out, West Diego. That's West Diego, The Experience on Instagram, at West Diego, The Experience. You can follow me at Scooter Dawn on Instagram, 360 Film Group, at 360 Film Group. You just keep in touch with us, man, and we got a lot of good things coming, man. And I'm, again, grateful and thankful to have been able to direct this young man. It was truly a privilege. He really made me proud. He really brought his character to life, and he took the notes and the critiques that I gave him, and he brought his character to life. And so I'm grateful that I get to tell you that personally. I told you on Facebook, but I wanted to tell you that personally, that you took your craft, you took what I was giving you serious, and that's what it's going to take to make it right now. You're going to have to put your best foot forward. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. I was telling him about my music. I'm trying to, break a new genre of music, hip hop soul. Just trying to bring back the fun feel of music.
Yes.
Music with a meaning,
with substance,
with some substance to it, and fun, and also with a different frequency and a different vibration, because everything is frequency and vibration. So just like you was like, yeah, I heard that song, but see, you got to get on that frequency and that vibration.
Got you.
You understand what I'm saying? Because definitely it's catered to that. That, I was intentful on the production. I produce all of my EP, all of the production, all of the singing. I have some feature artists, Q Dog, Ray Belton, and also MC Ticket, which is a big MC here around. All the big time clubs that's out now. He's out MCing, and we're getting ready to drop that Having Fun video pretty soon. So
I got a question. Can I be in the having fun video?
Man, most definitely, because we're doing it out in Hiram Clark, May the 27th, Memorial Day. I think it's Memorial or Labor Day, one of those weekends. May the 27th, we're going to be in Townwood Park, man. Y'all come hang out. We're going to have a old school against the new school. Of course, you know, I'm old school. And
hold on, what, basketball?
Basketball, yeah.
Hold on,
last year, hold up. Last year, I hit the winning bucket, man. Could you believe that?
Hold on, you hit the winning bucket?
And won. They were crushed, man. And so definitely I know this year they're looking for some revenge, especially towards me. But as y'all can see, I'm still fit. I'm in the gym, and I'm doing my thing, man. It's going down.
Hold on, Mr. Paul. So how can I get in on this?
Well, you know, actually, the teams and all of that has, quote unquote, already been picked, but you can come out and be a part of the event.
Yeah.
You definitely come out and be a part of the event.
I about to say, let me host.
I don't have control over that. But definitely, you just come hang out with me. And
okay,
since I'm doing my video, then everything that I'm a part of, then you a part of it.
All right, so bad. I'm pulling up. We like that.
It's like that.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
That. Real talk. We're going to have a good time, having fun. Right there in Hiram Clark, Townwood Park, Buffalo Speedway. Y'all come hang out, man. It's a family event. We also going to have a co-ed softball game.
Oh, y'all doing it like...
And we're going to have a car show. So it's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to be an event y'all don't want to miss, man. For real.
I'm about to say...
It's all about giving back to the community. That's what we're into, man. We're into giving back to the community because here's the thing. You know, when I was coming up, man, we used to love to go outside and love to go to the elementary and play each other in basketball or make up games and this.
Yeah.
And now's generation is like
they lost that.
They lost being a kid.
Yeah.
It because, and I say that it's not mostly their fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way society has been designed. And until we can collectively realize and look at the paradigm in which we have been in for years, we talk about the racism, we talk about the black on black crime,
yeah.
We talk about, not having these opportunities, but I beg to differ. And this is why I beg to differ.
I like where you're going with this because that was on my spirit coming in here.
I beg to differ because I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
Because there is a God
mm-hmm.
that we've been taught about. Okay. Now, with that being said, you can call that whatever you want to call that, whatever that is to you. Why? Because we came here as individuals, as one.
Yes.
That's the only one that we're accountable to, is that one. Now, with that being said, in that one encompass everything. Nothing can be outside of the creator, only we can be a part of the creator.
Yeah.
So if there's a circle and that's the creator, how can we be anything else other than that? So we are all one, whether we realize it or not. So whatever I do, it affects you. Okay. And not to say that I haven't been in a place that I did not value that one. Okay. Because the veil, we have veils over our inner eye. That single eye, that third eye. Okay. That pineal gland. Yes, sir. Okay. With the ancients knew of. Okay. And we can tap into that once we know how to direct and channel our energies, because we are all, everyone is energy. Okay. Energy never dies. It just transfers. And so once we understand that, and once we get into balance with the universe, the laws or the things that the nature around us. See, we're the only created beings or created animals, so to speak. We're civilized animals. That's all.
Yes.
Okay. If we weren't taught A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we were taught that repetitiously, why? because repetition brings about habit.
Yes.
Okay. So we've been taught everything we know to be civilized. Okay. So just imagine if we were not civilized, we'd be everybody be speaking their own language.
Because babies be speaking their own language.
Right. We just can't understand it.
Until we just sit and really listen, because they be saying some stuff in that.
But most of it, that's already picked up before they even get here. It's picked up in the womb.
Yeah, well, because they can hear the mother.
That's the first thing that develops. They pick up sound before they pick up anything. Before anything else is developed on the baby, it's the sound. That's why when babies are in the womb, they say if you read to them, they'll be smart and play music, all of these things. Why? Because they can hear. They can't see. They can't smell.
But they can hear.
But they can hear. So that lets you know why. Right there in creation, everything is what? Sound and frequency. Everything is sound and frequency.
Gotcha.
So once we get into vibration and frequency, then that's when the magic of life happens, because it's already happening without our assistance already. Our heart will beat, our liver is functioning, our blood is flowing. Everything is functioning without our assistance. We don't have to tell it to work. It's already working. Just like the sun came up on time and went down. The moon is up, the stars are in the sky. Everything is in order, but out of order. Because there's chaos all around us.
A lot of chaos.
It's so as above, so below. So what we see in the world is the collective body is in disruption. And it starts with individuals. People don't know who they are. Know thyself is what our ancestors would tell us.
All the time.
But we're so focused and so distracted on others, and instead of embracing our uniqueness. Thank God that I don't look like you. The world would be boring.
Facts.
So, but at the same time, it's nothing from me admiring something about you. Not to want to be like you, but to admire something about you. And we've gotten away from being able to praise that one because we don't know who we are. And when we don't know who we are, then we're afraid to give that one accolade. We're afraid to uplift that one. You understand what I'm saying?
I definitely
because
understand.
And then here's the oxymoron. Everything that I speak, it's in the scripture.
It definitely is.
Okay. It says that the student is not greater than the teacher. Okay. Says that Jesus washed feet. Majority of people believe in Christian faith or Christian religion.
Man-made.
However, you may call it. Okay. Here's the thing. He never preached religion or Christianity.
At all.
Never. Not once. Never. Okay. That's one. Two. The Sadducees and the Pharisees and the Sadducees were men of the cloth. Why would they persecute someone or assassinate or crucify someone that was drawing people to our Creator, helping people to understand who they really were? The kingdom of heaven was within, is what he told them, which is what? The truth.
Yeah.
Everything that we need is here. You don't have to tell a dog how to be a dog.
You don't have to.
It's going to naturally, in its nature, just like everything in our nature, if we'll understand ourselves and we'll know our seasons, just like a tree loses leaves in seasons, we're going to lose our leaves in seasons. But if we don't understand our season, we're going to live a real unhappy and fulfilled life because you have to sow in and out of season so you'll never be without harvest.
That's a gem, y'all. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I'll give it to you again. You have to sow in and out of season so you'll never be without harvest. And what does that mean? We live in a universe that says whatever you put out, I'll give you back multiplied. So what does that mean? That means you can put a watermelon seed in the ground. Hold up. You can put it in dirt. Sweet fruit with multiple seeds.
It got multiple seeds and fruit because the fruit.
Well, understood. But that's the miracle right there. How did something sweet come out of something bitter? Think about that. You put a seed in dirt. Listen to me. You put it in dirt. And it produced a sweet melon. Sweet, sugary. Where did that sugar come from? From a seed? Come on, man. See, that's what we need to be trying to study and try to figure out. How did that happen? You could put something in dirt and it'll produce something sweet. Wow. So if God can do that, what can he do with this?
A lot.
Come on, man. The sky is the limit. There are no limitations. It's infinity. We have been taught the limits. We have been taught the boundary. Okay? The only reason we have this boundary is so that you can identify that there is a spirit there. Otherwise, the spirit would be everywhere. So if we didn't have these bodies, we would all be what? As one. We'll be as one. And we all one. Whether we realize it or not. And whether you want to accept what is happening without your assistance, that's up to you. What we put into ourselves, and this is the best time to invest in self. Invest in self. Clean your own house. Hold your own self accountable. See, it's easy for me to tell you what you need to fix, but it's hard for me to fix what I know I need to fix. You understand? Yeah. It's holding self accountable.
I did something over the weekend, and this is like growth because I've been on this journey since 2020, man. Shout out to Tutai the guy, man.
Okay.
This man helped me.
Right.
Understood. Wake up.
Understood.
And so the self-reflection of a lot of stuff, and I was like, that was on me. Regardless of what they did to me, I can't control that.
Yeah. We're only accountable for
I can control me.
Right. And so here's the thing, and this is what people need to understand. And we can't get mad at anyone that did anything to us. Why? Because we chose those people to be in our lives. Now, with that being said, everything that they were, or that they are, they were when we met them. We chose to deal with it. Now, when they did whatever they did to us, we can't be mad at them. Because why? They was being themselves. And we were being the fools because why? We thought they were somebody else when they were really who they were.
Yep.
So it's taking accountability to say, here's the thing. Take that, turn that around and say, what did I need to learn from that? Now, that's when you're growing.
Yeah.
Why? Because you take accountability for learning a lesson that you saw, but you chose to blind yourself to say, no, it ain't going to happen to me. I've learned a lot of lessons that way. I know what it was. I saw it, and I played with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say you play with fire, you get burnt.
Yep.
I've been burnt a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But my scars are that I done went through the fire, I done been burnt, and I'm still alive. Just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I got word on my side.
Hey, you do.
And I don't even smell like smoke. Got some fresh Ishimiyaki on, man.
It's Ishimiyaki.
Ishimiyaki, man. Yeah.
What's Ishimiyaki?
Man, that's a fine cologne I wear, man. It's a fine cologne. I like fine things.
So you like, so the path you on now,
Yes, sir.
before you got there, where were you at before you got there?
I was lost just like everyone else.
So when did you find that awakening?
Right around the same time you found the awakening. Like most of us, we found it. It came around 2018 for me.
Okay.
18, 19. I was starting to shift consciousness. I studied a lot of Sadhguru. I did a lot of studying in the ancient history, our ancient history, Egypt. Went back and did a lot of research and listened to a lot of seminars on the culture, just period, humanity, period. I mean, they say if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And again, we have to know the season in which we're in as a civilization. Okay, all of these things that are happening, this is the earth cleansing herself. We are dwelling upon a living being. Okay, go back to earlier. You can put something in it, it'll produce something, which means that it's alive. It has to be alive in order for you to use it to produce.
Yeah, to produce something.
So she has to be alive, and that's something again we've lost contact with Mother Nature. We don't get out and we don't walk barefooted. We want to wear shoes, $100 shoes, and think but we're disconnecting ourselves from the very thing that we need to be connected to. It's especially in these perilous times because again, there's an energy shift, there's a cosmic shift, there's a magnetic shift. There's a whole bunch of things that's going on that they're not talking about, and it's not their fault. That we don't know what we need to know. It says study and show thyself approved. So we have to show ourself approved and teach ourselves. We got the internet, we got Google. You can ask Google anything and it'll tell you what it is. And so there's no reason to be ignorant in these days and time. Is what you put your time into, what you put into yourself, that's what's going to come out. And so as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever we subject ourselves to, whether we want to realize it or not, our minds, our bodies are already, it's like a computer. It's remembering everything without our system. I don't have to tell myself to remember how I got here. It automatically did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have to use GPS because I'm familiar with the area, my memory.
Yeah.
Bank tells me I know where I'm at now.
That's one thing I was thinking about, man. I say, man, people just don't know. The people older us is actually smarter than us.
Well,
in a sense, because I'm like, say everything shut down right now.
Right.
How many people can get around in Houston without GPS?
Very few. Very, 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 very few. So here again, it goes back to the technology. We have gotten so disconnected. They're desensitized us to we have no emotions, no feelings. No, that's why I said love. Love is emotion.
Yes. A powerful emotion.
Okay. It's all that there is. He told us that in the beginning. God loved the world, so loved the world. He so loved the world that he gave his only begotten. It's right there, what we've been taught. Now, whether you want to believe that principle, it's a principle. It's not literal. It's a principle that he loved each and every one of us. That he gave us an opportunity to know ourselves, to know him. How do we know him and know ourselves? We're looking at him. We're looking at his creation. We're looking at what he created. The thing that we've gotten caught up in, we want to take credit for it. How can we take credit for something that we didn't create? It was here when we got here. It's going to be here when we leave. No matter what we use, if it decay, it's still going to be here. It's still going to be a part of the earth. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It returns back to the earth no matter what it is. Chicken, dog, frog, ant, bug, plant,
back to the earth.
Furniture, car. I mean, it all go back to where it came from. So how can we take credit for that? How can I charge you for that? We the only ones, we supposed to be greater than the birds of the air, but we pay to eat, we pay to sleep.
Well, we pay to do.
They build them a nest and they cool. Oh, we got a nice breeze out here today. Did you get the chicks some food today? They got to go get the chicks some food, you know?
Yeah.
They got to earn a living too. But guess what? Everything that they need is already
free.
out.
It's free and in peaceful and in harmony.
Ain't nobody complaining. Ain't nobody complaining. Just like the lion got to eat the deer. The deer know he gonna get ate one day. But until then, he graze. It's the life of the with the ecosystem. It's the way everything serves a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And we can't judge God's creation. And that's where we are. We're judging. And we're drawing conclusions on something we don't really know. How can you draw conclusions on something you didn't create? I'll take it a step further. And I say this, and I hope this goes around the world. I hope, man, we go viral with this.
No, I before I came here, I said this is a game changer moment. You can call me crazy, Mr. Paul. I'm pretty. We here.
There ain't no craziness.
I know.
We don't deal with craziness. We deal with what it is.
I can tell everybody that's on my live right now. Tell the people that be on your live.
Yeah.
That I seen this before, and they would not believe they call me crazy. Like
no, but here's the thing. We have to understand that every moment we created that moment. And I told you, you were my future and I was your past.
I say it before that. Because I said it in my head. When I seen Homestead Slim, I told you this. When I seen Homestead Slim at your movie premiere for West Diego.
Right.
I say, who is this Mr. Paul? I say, I'm going to meet him. I got to meet him. I didn't know how I was going to meet you. Because I just said, it was just thought in my head. I said, I got to meet him. And I'm like, because I want to know, how the hell did you sell out NRG? How did you have a movie premiere at NRG? Was down there by Almeida, Kirby, wherever you want to go. I'm like, man.
We was on the billboard, man. That was a historical moment. It's just, man, believing in self. You know what I'm saying? And just getting out the box. I mean, that's where we're headed. You know, we're headed to bringing Hollywood here. And that was one of our avenues that we used as a marketing tool. You know, we were the first ones to do that. 360 Film Group.
That was wild, man. You know what?
Trevor Ford and Chris Davis.
Congratulations
Sampson,
on that.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, appreciate that.
Because, because you from Harlem Clark.
From Harlem Clark.
Because you read probably.
Bird Manor.
Man,
Bird Manor, Harlem Clark. Hard, Harlem Clark. That's why I was born and raised, Madison alum.
So, because I went down, I say, Mr. Paul rep Harlem Clark, like, because I made the
shirt. That's born and raised.
So I made the shirt say, I came from 380.
Yeah.
That's how many people that was in that town.
That's right.
So that's to anybody, because my cousin hit me up and say, hey man, fam, I got to do the podcast. I say, bet. When you come back down, I got you.
Right.
From the simple fact, man, this is where I came from. So anybody seeing this story, I came from 380.
That's right.
380 people. 380 people. I came from that. So you can't tell me what believing in self can't do. Right. And I ain't even reached the heights I even want to yet. I feel like I'm just touching it.
Man, we just getting started. But see, what you're doing is I got somebody get ready to chime in. What you're doing, man, is what we're doing now is going to meet us in our future. And that's how we have to look at it. Like every step that we're taking now, that's going to meet us in our future. Every endeavor now is going to meet us in our future. And so as long as we stay focused with anticipation on our future, not the past, because that's in the past. It's in the past for a reason. But also understanding that we're living our past, our present, and our future right now. What I just said is in the past. I just said it now.
Mhm.
It's going to meet me in my future. I don't know who this is. I don't know.
You gotta just hit. You gotta hit the X or something. I don't even know, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, let me.
There.
Yeah. My little nephew, I got to plug this.
No. Hey, go ahead.
I got to plug this. My little nephew, Eric, Paul, Hallet, Deuce. He's gonna be entering into this year's draft, 2023 NFL draft, man. So shouts out to my little nephew.
Boy, shout out.
Down, man. It's going down. Yeah, we looking at doing big things, man. God has been blessing me. To do, man. I pretty much my life, man, and I'm just trying to spread light and love into the universe, man, and let everybody know that they're a winner. And as long as you believe in yourself, it don't matter what nobody say, man. People gonna talk about you. People gonna make up lies. They're gonna anything to stop or kill your shine. But the one thing you have to stay focused that there's only one you. There's no carbon copy. That was my blessing. Couldn't nobody beat me being me. I don't worry about nobody beat me being me. And if somebody mad at me for trying to be me, then shame on them. They need to work on themselves and love themselves like I love myself. That's all. That's it. I love me. You know what I'm saying? And the truth be told, we're all messed up. We're all broken. We've all gone through something. There's nobody that's exempt from trial and tribulation. But you know what? It's how we deal. Okay? When we know that God loves us, notice I said God, not people. We know that God loves us. Who can judge us? Who can judge us? He without sin cast the first stone. Only difference in me, you might know my dirt. I just ain't.
I don't know your dirt.
That's right. You understand what I'm saying? But we're in an age of Aquarius and things are being revealed. Yeah, so you got to be careful who you put your mouth on. Got to be careful who you put your thoughts and all. Just like you said, you attracted me. That's where we are. We're in an age where we can actually manifest things. We are co-creators with the Creator. We create our own destiny or our own lives, man, with God's assistance. That is. I take no credit from the Creator. I really don't like to even call him God because that's like a disrespect. I just me and my common sense. I use my common sense on, like, if you create a vacuum, right, and you call it Zaroom, right? You gave that which you created a name. So how could we give God, universe, divine, how could we give it a name? And I say it because, and that's just using English, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because we can't even say it. We can't even put a title on that. How can you put any expression on something you didn't create? I'll leave it there. If the world can tell me that, that's what I wanted to know as a little boy. I still want to know. How can you put name
on something you didn't create?
Yes. How was that? I mean, we're talking about in our understanding.
Yeah.
If you create something, you call it something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't create whatever created all this.
Yeah.
It created us. So how can we give that a name? I don't care how far we go back. We can go back to the beginning. Who was there in the beginning? We don't even know that.
At all.
So that's just a story. That's just a myth. That's just allegory. That's just hearsay. So, man, I'm going to stick with what I know, and that's this one. I don't know nothing. I know what I've experienced in my going around the sun, that the moon and the sun come up on time, the birds still chirp, that tree. You know, I get back to where I was a little kid. He said, until you become his little children, you can't enter into the kingdom. And so I'm in the kingdom. I'm in the land of milk and honey. I don't know about nothing else. I don't want for nothing. Because my daddy got everything. I'm like Jesus. For real. For real. And when you say something like that, they'll say blasphemy. He just said he was Jesus. I didn't say I was Jesus. I said I'm like Jesus. My consciousness and awareness lets me know that I'm like Jesus. Why? Because he didn't want for nothing.
He didn't want for nothing at all.
He didn't want for nothing. Because he knew who his father was. He had everything that he needed. Now, here's the key. We live in abundance and we don't even realize it. You want me to show you?
Go on, talk it.
Great illustration. If you have a loaf of bread and you have multiple loaves in that bread, that's abundant. In that loaf. Okay?
Okay.
That's abundant. If you have a canned good and they have kernels of corn in that canned good, that's abundant. You can look at the can or you can look at the kernels. Because somebody don't have that can, first off, let alone the kernels.
We take a lot of shit for granted.
Hold up. If you got a bag of rice, if you got a bag of rice, that's abundant. Because you don't have one grain, you have multiple grains of rice. Yeah. And I just told you, you can put something in the dirt and it'll produce multiple of that. So we have abundance around us at all times. All times. There's not one blade of grass, there's multiple blades of grass. That's abundant. It just depends on how you look at it. Not one tree, it's multiple trees. That's abundant. It's abundance all around us and we don't even know it. Because we so distracted from what, and we lose the one. Thank you, Mother Earth, this morning for providing me the food that I'm eating, no matter whether it was grass, fruit, nuts, grain, bread, cow, chicken, pig. It came from her. Yeah. Whatever you ate her. Ate something, came from her. Trust me. So, with that being said, we are in an age of awakening. Whether you want to wake up or not, you can walk around in darkness, that's where you'll be. Or you can walk around in light, that's where you'll be. You can have heaven on earth. That's the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven.
Oh, you want me to finish it?
I
bet thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be
earth as it is in heaven.
That will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah, on earth. It says on earth
as it is in heaven.
So, I mean, everything is a state of consciousness and a state of awareness of who you really are and who you were created to be. And nobody else's fault but our own that we're where we are. Because nothing can stop us from doing what it is we want to do. Nothing. Except
us.
We're our worst enemy. Procrastination, doubt, fear. We got to get past all of that because none of those things exist. Those are things that we create for us because we don't believe that with God's help that we are more than conquerors. I'll leave it right there. Because y'all gonna make me preach. I ain't come here to preach. I came here to be interviewed. And it's like I'm
Mr. Paul.
Giving a lecture tonight. And I'm not here to give a lecture, man. I'm just here to support my brother because, like I said, he made an indelible impression on me by taking the assignments that I gave him to do what it is he was trying to do, which was to perform a role. And I wish you guys could have been there to see this guy in this role. All eyes on me, Rex. He wrecked it. So, man, look for great things to come from my boy Tipville. Yeah, USA. We up in here, man. And this is historic right here. I don't know. This is gonna meet us in our future. We're gonna look back on this and say, man, when we did this interview.
Because
I'm about to blow up.
Oh no.
I'm blown. Matter of fact, I'm blown. I'm
no,
not
you
about to blow
up.
I'm blowing up. And I hate to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna toot my own horn.
Hey.
I'm blowing up. Scooter Dawn is blowing up. At Scooter Dawn on IG is blowing up. West Diego, The Experience is blowing up. Y'all come check that movie out at West Diego.
Hey, you want to know? Want to know something funny?
What's that?
So Ronson, right? That's come on now.
Come on, man.
Hold on. You just don't know how connected we really are.
Wow.
Because Ronson's doing the movie Trapped.
Right.
I'm in that movie.
Wow.
Hold on, Mr. Paul.
And I've been telling people, man, like this stuff has the circle
It's
of
small.
people. Man, it's like the community, man. That's how I know. See, you can't forsake. Remember, I tell y'all in rehearsal, you can't forsake small beginning. You never know how these things are going to unfold. But one thing for certain, if you are serious about what it is you're doing and you put in the work. See, a lot of people don't see what go on behind the scene. They see the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they don't know the work that you had to do, study your line, the questions you had to ask. Mr. Paul, what about this and what about that? And the things that I gave you intricately to help you to develop your character. They don't know that. They saw the finished product and you produced that. Okay. So the thing of it is that we can't forsake small beginnings.
See, Mr. Paul, when you say small beginnings, I say big beginnings.
Right.
Because I don't like certain words. I'm starting to just like, I want to take,
Yeah, understood. I take that correction.
So
I stand to be corrected.
I'm going to tell you how all this started real quick. I'm going to try to do a quick version of it, right? So my cousin is Layla J. She's a female.
Wow.
Hold on.
That's my little protege right there. I think
Layla J.
First.
Layla J is my little cousin.
We did our first play together. I directed.
Let me take it back and let me tell you how the universe keep working, right? This before I was going through something. My sister passed away.
Right.
My boy passed away. My sister, I didn't know I was this hurt by it because I'm adopted, right?
Right. Okay.
So another thing, don't let them ever tell you cannot do some shit.
Man, I'm adopted. How about that?
Let's go. So we doing it like that.
I'm adopted, okay, man. Yeah.
This how it's like we
all born right? in a manger, man.
So my sister told me about my mom. I never called her mom. I called her Sandra by her first name. I know I was holding on to that hurt because I ain't never got to know her.
Right.
She put me on the phone with my auntie. It's like my second mom. She told me what really happened. I'm not going to divulge all my business, up on the internet. She told me what really happened. My spirit knew the truth. I just busted out in tears. I met them. I go to Thanksgiving. That's why I met my cousin AJ. Just I'm me 100% of the time. That's what a lot of people don't know. Y'all see right, parts of I'm just me. They be like, man, I'm me. I know me. That's right. So I just had surgery on my knee. I go to she asked me, knowing I ain't supposed to be doing this, right? On my knee. I have patella surgery. She was like, do you want to do the red carpet interview? I ain't never did this shit in my life, Mr. Paul. I said, yeah, I do it. Because my spirit know I always want to be in entertainment.
Right.
I seen stuff I already wanted. I say, I don't see that out of my future. But they'll tell you that. You might get distracted.
That's right.
But your spirit gonna put you right back on the path you need to be on.
And that's another thing. They've I want to tell you guys is that first mind, that's not just something that you should override or overlook. That inner voice that no one can hear except you. That's the God in you. And oftentimes, that's you. That's your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And we go against that. And we say, damn, I should have listened to my first mind. But it was that's our guide.
I'm gonna sing you a song.
And when we stop going against that guide and start listening to that guide and stop trying to run things, because we don't run nothing, and listen to, less is more. Yes, man. Less is less. I tell a lot of people, man, less is more. Less really is really, and I can't explain it to you any. It's like Christ took 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and he fed a multitude. Less is more. You'll get that concept as you awaken. But everything is flipped. You know, we've been taught so many things that have destroyed us. You know, it has really destroyed us. We have multiple this, that, and the other, and we can't use all of those things at one time. It's impossible. But we have those things, and we leave those things and pass those things on, pass those things on, pass. It's this thing, and so man, I'm grateful to be alive at this point in time to just see things evolve the way they evolve, and I'm grateful and thankful that I'm a part of that shift. I'm grateful and thankful too, and that's another thing we need to be grateful and thankful. There's so much going on around us. Um, we hear it. You turn on the news. I really don't even watch TV.
I about to say I don't watch TV.
You really have to disconnect. You have to be conscious and aware of what you're feeding yourself in this particular time, because it's a shift going on. Trust and believe. And I'm not saying that you can't have fun, but we have to do things in moderation. We have to be careful of what we're subjecting ourselves to. We must prepare ourselves for what's to come. It's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So that's what I try to. I try to stay prepared, to keep getting prepared, such as doing this interview. I'm preparing myself for other interviews that's about to come. You know what I'm saying? And I get to, start it off with, you're my teacher now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never done this before.
Oh, so this is your first podcast?
This is my first podcast. Like, you're breaking me in, man. Like, for real.
Y'all just
like,
not
for real.
No.
Like, this is a historical moment for real in my career. You actually gave me an opportunity and a voice. That again, I just took advantage of the opportunity that presented itself. And I guess I'm prepared because I have a lot to say.
Nah, it's hey, we've been here before.
We've been here before. Like you said, everything that I guess I'm talking about was needed to be talked about.
Definitely
everyone that see it or have seen it needed to see it.
I already know the title now.
And we're gonna give it to the universe and let God, the creator, the divine, the all-knowing, the omnipresent, do what it does. And that's bring us back by Christmas time. Like, on anything, it should bring back. That's what prosperity, wealth, and abundance and overflow. And I just say that's what I'm looking for. So let's go viral. Yeah,
Mr. Paul.
I'm gonna be his co-host on his new podcast. How about that? Y'all vote that in. Yeah.
Hey,
I got a new job.
I'm about to. Hey, Mr. Paul.
Like, for real.
I'm looking because I need a forever sponsor.
Let's get a sponsor up in here, man.
Cause
for real,
I'm gonna let y'all know. Yummy Hayes, that's my boy. I already told him. I already seen big plans for him. Cause I said we doing a collab. Because I'm gonna just say this. I've been to Exotic Pops. I've been in the warehouse.
Okay.
All that. They invited me, and I invited them back. I'll ask them, what can I do to get on the bottle? Didn't get a reply.
Yeah, my boy 3-2 got on the bottle. 3-2, that's shout out to 3-2. That's one of my homies. He got his own little bottle with Exotic Pop, so that was a blessing. And also he got a proclamation from the city of Houston. So that's another reason why I'm doing this entertainment and coming back out to the forefront of the entertainment, is because I got a lot of friends that I came up with that were doing music. Big Mello, Big Steve Mafio, all of these were close friends of mine. 3-2, still talk with his mom and his family, and Icy Hot from the Street Military. I perform with him. I perform with a lot of artists in Houston, man.
But see, I got
Harvey Love from Walt's Nest, all of my people, man.
I be having a question because I went up there, they didn't reply back, and I was like, damn. One of the people he always sent me his podcast, I always showed up, showing love. And I'm like, damn, okay. But something I believe in Yummy. Hey, I say, you know what? It probably wasn't just meant for me to be there.
And understood.
And I was like,
we have to know that. It was just something, what we have to understand is just to be in the moment, okay, and not want the moment to last forever, because everything is evolving, everything is changing. Things come to serve us, to teach us something. And as long as we stay, that's the joy of life for me now, is learning. I'm learning. I don't know everything. So every day I'm looking to learn something new about myself. How I handled something, how someone else handled something, doing something better, because life will present us with opportunities to do so many things, to better ourselves, to better somebody else's, so make somebody else's day. There's so many things we could apply ourselves to do in life that we find joy in, that brings us true happiness. You know what brings me true happiness? To open that door when somebody's getting ready to come in. Why? Because they wasn't expecting that. We're so rude. I'm out the door.
Bruh.
I'm out the door. Bye. You catch it. It doesn't hurt to be kind. Love doesn't cost anything.
And nothing.
But here again, like I said, when you don't understand who you are, when I love you, I'm loving myself. And the more I love you, the more love I will receive. Not from you.
Yeah.
It will exude to me. Because the universe going to give me back what I give. Love. So I don't have to worry. I don't have no fear of nothing harming me or hurting me or doing anything. Why? Because I'm not putting that out. I'm reaping only what I put out because I'm intentional about what I'm putting out. That's another thing. We're just doing a whole lot. And, we're not intentional about it. We're just doing it by default. We're just doing it out of repetition or habit. But we have to look at, is it profiting us? That's what we have to get into, doing those things that are profitable to our evolution and to our growth. We do a lot of things that are detrimental to our evolution and our growth. But again, our present, our now is our future. So what I do now is going to meet me in my future, whether I realize it or not. Word, deed, or thought. Thought more so than anything. That's the thing that we have to captivate, is our thoughts. Because we have 1 million thoughts running through our mind a day. And if we don't captivate those thoughts will appear and we'll say, man, I was just thinking that the other day. Oh, I just said that the other day. Well, you said it and you thought it and it manifested. But if you ain't conscious and aware of what you're thinking and what you're saying, then you just creating a whole bunch of stuff by default. And then you mad because it's showing up. And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself because you created it. So that's where we are. We're everything is a process. So we're in our baby stages of our awakening. A lot of people are a lot more further ahead. You see a lot of people tapping into their gifts, into their, and it's prevalent on both sides when I say this. Just as well as you have people awakening, you have people in the darker forces. Okay, that's playing with the magic and all of those things. And all of those things are real, if you believe in them, that is. But I just, like I said, can't nothing come against me because I don't create anything against me. We create our own enemies. They don't like me. So you're going to have people that don't like you. Everybody loves me. But I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? And when it's my time to expire from this, I don't die. I just transfer to another form, which we don't know.
Exactly.
If people want to give heaven and hell as a place when nobody has been there to come back to tell us what that is. So I don't even subscribe in that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in heaven right now. I'm in the land of milk and honey right now, man. You know, I don't want for nothing. I don't. I really don't. I can go and get me whatever I want right now. And, and my heart desires, you know, I don't really have any heart desires because like a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food on my table, I'm good. Everything else is abundant. So I rest in that.
Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
I do want to go back real quick before we get ready to end this. Is that our paths was bound to cross because I met Miss Jones. I met Miss Niece before Miss Niece even got me for the play. I didn't tell her that though because I want to earn it.
Right.
Because I already had her number. I could have been like, hey, I met you here, whoop de whoop. I said, nah, because she probably forgot, but I'm going to go earn it. So I auditioned, boom. In my head, I said, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get a part. I didn't know what part it was going to be.
And when you came in, I was like, okay. You came in and you was timid. But you came, you was like, man, I never did this before. This is my first time. I was like, okay, you're going to be all right. But then once I started giving it to you, started showing you stuff, you come back, you was like, okay, Mr. Paul, you woo. Like, I'm going to go home and do this. You went and studied. You went there.
I practiced.
And so
I put a lot of work into that.
That goes to show that when you put in the work, you're always gonna shine, man. See, I make it look easy because I've been putting in the work for so many years. So where I'm at right now, I can on the spot, I can, do whatever I need to do because I've been so accustomed to doing it. And it makes it look like, okay, this guy is so great. But it's just that I've put in the years of work, okay, to where I can direct other people into what it is they're doing. And that's, truth be told, like I told y'all in rehearsal, theater is what saved my life. It gave me an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, I was adopted. I was legally adopted by my grandparents. And so I felt ostracized, felt like the black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying? I felt special, so to speak, in a different way.
Yeah.
But I never lost my vision on being great. Against all odds. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the underdog. Like no,
the underdog, and so it's our season.
That's why
we've been down, man. We've been down, man. We've been kicked. We've been misused. It's our season, and that's why I say you got to know where you are in your life, in your evolution, and you evolving and you changing, because we're all going through that. People that were up, they down right now. Okay, and it's just that's where we are. Now while we're up, we have to make the best of that. And not take that for granted, like those that were up and that had the platforms that were in a place of influence, so to speak. They took those things for granted, those platforms, and it was taken away from them. Okay, and given to who? The riches of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, is what the book would say. And I use that loosely, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Those of us that have been persecuted and mistreated, that goes for all of us. We've all, in some shape, form, or fashion, been wronged or abused. And that's another thing in our community that we dealt with in the play, is a lot of people have a lot of childhood traumas that they didn't deal with, that we didn't have counseling, that we didn't talk about, and it affects us all the way up into our adulthood, to where we can't have relationships with other people because of those character defects that we allowed to fester over the years, to where it's a part of us that we don't think that there's anything wrong with us. And that goes back to being accountable. If everybody's saying that you nasty and you got a bad attitude, then take a look at that, and then and be honest with self, and if you can't get counseling for it, talk about it, get it out, get to the source of it. I did this, and why why did I do or why did I wrong that person? And 9 times out of 10, it's because we were wrong. And hurt people hurt people. And we have to get that hurt out, because if we don't, it'll come out. That energy will come out in a negative way in our personality and our demeanors and the way we take care of ourselves. And a lot of people don't have self love right now, man. And it's sad.
Oh man.
It's really sad.
One thing I can always say, I always love me and I always believe in me.
But people hated you for that.
Yeah,
and you can't. I never could.
I can't understand that.
Like,
because I'm like,
why would you?
Me.
Why would you be mad that I love me? And you know, they take it as cockiness or arrogance or
that's
conceitedness. And it's like, if I don't love me, who gonna love me? If I don't believe in me, if I don't boast in me, if I don't encourage me, who gonna do that for me? If I'm waiting on somebody, I'm supposed to wait on you to say it. And when you say it, that's supposed to be the validation for me to, unless you
I validate myself.
Right. And so I've never looked for nobody else's validation, man. If you ain't God, then you are the creator, whatever you want to call it. If you didn't create me, then, you know, what I'm going to listen to you for anyway. You don't know about you. How you going to tell me about me? You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
You are an artist.
Yes, sir.
And if you have not seen my podcast before, you about to learn something real quick.
What's that?
All artists must perform.
All artists must perform?
All artists must
perform.
What
do you want me to do?
Whatever you feel like doing. This is going to be the part where I'm going to be like, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And you perform anything you want to perform for the people.
And since I'm dropping this having fun video, May the 27th in Townwood, I'm going to spit a couple of bars on there. On that record for you. So fly as I breeze through, living life so blissful, came up with some good vibrations you can use in any situation. Sit back, relax on Rick's. 6-pack, you can't miss this. Bunny hopping down the block. 38 in the stash spot. Light it up and let's get high. Throw up the clock when we pass by. Represented for the bone hard. Represented to the graveyard. Oh my, how time flies when we're having fun. I don't want to go, but I gotta go, baby. Y'all go check that out on YouTube. It's on YouTube at Scooter Don, SCOOTADON. Go check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe, man. It's going down. H-Town, Tipville. We're going down in H-Town. Yeah.
So, Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank you for coming on my platform.
Yes, sir.
Shining your light.
Yes, sir.
On my platform.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Thank you for what you did for me in that play, because your talks helped me tremendously. Shout out to Jalen, because I went to that dude's house, knocking on his door. He was like, man, you want to come? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, because I'm serious about this. Like, I want this. And I know I'm it.
Jalen is a great actor as well. He's done a great job in a lot of the productions that I've directed along with Niecy. And I'm excited about the new talent that's coming up in Houston, man. Like I said, Hollywood is here. And we're going to be seeing a lot of cameras in the coming years because we got a lot of good scenery here in Houston. And don't take it for granted that 50 Cent has just moved here just to be moving.
Come on.
He's moving. He's moving around. He's doing things. And say, man, all I can tell you is if you aspire to be an actress, actor, artist, anything in Houston, now is the time to get yourself involved. Get yourself involved. Model. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing. Get yourself involved, man, because don't let it be too late. Because once you know they get acclimated and get things set up, man, you want to be one of the first faces that they see or that they hear or that they get exposed to. So I just advise everybody in Houston, whatever it is you're doing, to be serious about it. Take your craft seriously, and don't forsake small beginnings, man. And I'll see y'all at the top, man, because that's why I'm here.
50 Cent, come holler at me.
That's right. That's right.
Bun B.
That's right.
If y'all can get this to Bun B, I just need him to rock Tipville on March the 3rd. That's it.
You know, that's crazy you bring up Bun B, man. Another guy that when I was, getting acclimated into music, I was recording him. Very funny story. I was recording him, and I had never, never engineered before. And so my guy, Derek Grizz Edwards, that's his name. He was like, man, go record with Bun, right? So I had never engineered.
Yeah.
And so I was playing the music. Bun was in there going, he was, doing what Bun do. And he said, punch me in. And I never heard the term punch me in, which means that you play it and just, push record.
Yeah.
You could just record and I kept on, I guess oh man, he just, man, come on, man. Get him. I don't know where you got him from. Oh man, that was embarrassing. But Bun, yeah, I'm still here, man. I got some music for you, man. Yeah. I never gave up, man. You can't say small beginnings, man. Yeah, but it was funny you said that about Bun.
Yeah, man.
Real good people, man. Real good people, though.
I need him in Tipville. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I got a couple more days, but hey, let's make that happen.
Let's make that happen.
So, Mr. Paul, again, thank you.
Bless you, bless you, bless you. Bless you, God.
Love.
Love.
Always.
Love.
Y'all know my thing. Peace. Hair grease. Ashe.
Ashe.
We out this thing, baby.